And here to talk us through that and a few of the other stories making news in technology this week is co-founder of social networking site Blue World, Charl Norman. Welcome, Charl.
Thank you.
What do you think of my phone? Do you think it offers viable competition for other handsets?
Very exciting, yes. So I think cheap technology is always welcome in emerging markets, and I think my phone will do really well up in Africa. Whether my phone has traction in our local market, I think will largely depend on the cellular networks distributing the phone, as they control the flow of phones into the country. But combine my phone, let's say, with the $100 laptop we saw earlier in the year, and you're giving previously disadvantaged communities access to cheap technology, access to the internet, information. So I think it'll be great for South Africa and more specifically Africa.
And moving on to Facebook now, apparently they've launched something that people are calling the Gmail killer. Now, what's that about, and can there ever be such a thing?
Well, it seems some say the writing is on the wall for email. Facebook hopes it's your Facebook wall. Gmail has quite a loyal user base, about 190 million people, so I don't think that this is a Gmail killer per se. You can actually use your Gmail account inside of the Facebook messaging suite, which is quite interesting.
Very.
But the next generation that aren't necessarily growing up with email will be exposed to Facebook very early on and will just message their friends and colleagues on Facebook, and I think that is a threat for the likes of Hotmails, the Yahoos, and even the Gmail.
And now, staying with Facebook, apparently a survey says that 60 million people log on there to play a game called Farmville every single day. Now, what's this about? And are people really watering their cyber farms more than they would their ordinary gardens?
It seems so. I think everyone wants to be a farmer deep down inside. But Farmville forms part of this social gaming phenomenon that's been happening inside of the world's leading social network, specifically Facebook, and I think it's grown off the back of Facebook. Console gaming alongside PC gaming, there's a new pillar now, and it's social gaming, and it's definitely here to stay.
And lastly, Julius Malema continues to be the talk of Twitter. Now, we hear about these kinds of stories all the time, and apparently he's unhappy about his online presence. What does this do to South African politics?
Well, I think it's an indication of how far South African social media has come for the Twitterati, if you will, to mobilize themselves around a particular topic. As far as politics and Twitter, I think politicians need to embrace social media, specifically Twitter. I think because the Anti-Youth League and other parties don't understand Twitter, they're scared of it and they sort of naysay it. If you look at Barack Obama, the ultimate case study, how he used social media to spread his agenda and his message running up to his presidential elections, I think our local politicians can learn from that and embrace social media to speak to the public.
Yeah, great words. Thank you so much, Charl.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay. In other technology news now.